From our perspective, this ambition is futile. We also see that these projects are as perilous as the arms race, which costs the world over $1 million every minute, while tens of millions of hungry and sick people exist in America and worldwide. The arms race between the Eastern and Western blocs takes place at the expense of safety and well-being, draining the resources and energy of nations. In reality, the grand hopes with which the space program was initially launched to explore outer space have shrunk into mere ambitions to exert influence and control. Under the guise of space exploration, satellites are produced for espionage, and weapons are designed to destroy satellites in preparation for a Star Wars. This new dimension to the upcoming war will be paid for by the people in sweat and blood. Initially, when news of the space program reached us, humanity felt pride in belonging to this generation, witnessing the marvels achieved before our eyes, the dawn of the space age, launching satellites orbiting Earth, establishing space stations, and sending spacecraft to the moon and other planets. All of these were news that brought joy and hope to hearts. We saw satellites used for wireless communications, enabling direct contact between the Earth's farthest reaches and providing numerous other services. We witnessed many devices that, thanks to the space program, accelerated the continuous and refined progress in various fields like medicine, engineering, and more. News that filled hearts with happiness. However, hearing of the construction of space cities costing billions of dollars to launch satellites capable of reaching planets 300 light-years away is disheartening. Scientists' opinions conflict regarding the search for life in the vastness of space. Some are highly optimistic and enthusiastic about space programs, believing humanity is not the pinnacle of nature's creations and that there must be other beings in the universe. They argue that the different climates on other planets and the lack of elements required for life on Earth do not imply the absence of life there, as many animals, microbes, insects, and plants live among us without the fundamental necessities for human survival, like water and oxygen. On this basis, scientists insist that there are advanced civilizations that we must spare no effort or expense to discover, even if they have already discovered us. Some express fears about inhabitants of planets sending us UFOs, questioning whether humanity benefits from attempting to contact them. A report with similar content was issued from a conference in London in 1968. The space program and its projects awaiting execution are one thing, but the reality of what is happening in space and around us is quite different. To understand how minimal and ineffective these efforts are, let us consider the following. Scientists have launched spacecraft at speeds of 29,000 kilometers per hour or approximately 8 kilometers per second, a significant speed by Earth's standards. However, considering the vastness of the universe we inhabit and the immense cosmos we explore for other civilizations, the challenge of achieving these lofty goals becomes clear, given the enormous scale of the universe. As for space visitors coming to us from planets hundreds of light-years away, they must navigate their UFOs at speeds close to the speed of light. To understand a light-year, light travels at about 300,000 kilometers per second, roughly circling the Earth 7 times per second. If you directed a beam of light and let it travel for a year, it would cover about 9.5 million kilometers. That is a light-year. To appreciate the vastness of the universe we live in, one must know that the galaxy containing our planet is about 100,000 light-years in diameter. The space between stars in our galaxy is not the universe's end. Beyond lies millions of other galaxies, all seemingly moving apart at incredible speeds. The visible universe extends at least 2 billion light-years in every direction. So, where do we stand amid these vast distances? A journey to the nearest stars, such as Tau Stai, 11 light-years away, or Alpha Centauri, 4.3 light-years away, would take 80 years. Scientists speculate that freezing astronauts within spaceships until they reach their destination, then reviving them, could allow for such missions, with a similar approach for the return. Overcoming the limitations of human lifespan, they would return empty-handed after 160 years, just as with the moon missions and journeys to planets in our solar system, which have not sent a single signal of any life on these planets. So, should we send missions to the center of our galaxy, the Milky Way, 75,000 light-years away? Such a journey would take thousands of years, during which civilizations would rise and fall while astronauts continued to search for life in this immense space. Would it not be wiser to focus our attention on the mysteries surrounding our planet and on endeavors that benefit humanity in the near term? How can we search for civilizations in this vast space when we are faced with a certain tangible phenomenon? UFOs witnessed by high-ranking officials, yet we know nothing about the identity of these visitors or their mission? We do know, however, that the United States and the former Soviet Union withheld much information about confirmed UFO sightings, perhaps under the pretense that this information does not concern or benefit the general public. This secrecy opened the door for speculation, leading figures like Erich von Daniken to stir up controversy over UFOs, though without contributing scientific insight or advancements that could bring us closer to the truth of this phenomenon. Von Daniken made significant efforts to prove his theory of space invaders. However, his work provides nothing new besides spreading confusion and fear, which could negatively impact people's minds and lead to a decline in faith. His books, Von Daniken, suggest that gods, or ancient astronauts, created humanity, evolving us from apes into humans. Von Daniken embraced evolution theory, asserting, with support from certain prominent scientists, that life could not have evolved from inanimate matter. As an alternative, he proposed that evolution occurred through artificial insemination, citing the mutation theory where errors occur in every 100 million cells of DNA, forming different beings. Space invaders, or gods, conducted experiments on Earth's primitive beings, which evolved into humans, and later returned to advance human civilization, attributing ancient mysteries to space invaders. Surrounding his theory with scientific data and archaeological findings, von Daniken drew attention to Earth's mysteries but offered no genuine knowledge. The novel idea is attributing human creation to space invaders. Von Daniken appeared late in the field, claiming humans evolved from animals at the hands of extraterrestrial beings, a notion that, whether rooted in disbelief, imagination, or naivete, brings no clarity or value to our understanding. Such narrow-minded theories fail to illuminate paths forward, inspire exploration, or contribute to civilization's progressive journey toward ultimate truth. Instead, they are absurd, offering neither benefit nor hope. Von Daniken's work dares to challenge God and Holy Scriptures, even implying in Return to the Stars that these gods share something in common with us, for they too experienced creation.